Last Thursday, we saw Tesla sell off nearly 18% from highs to low. And on that day, we ended up opening a cash secured put position. I explained in detail exactly what that means in our most recent video. I ended up closing this the very next day on 6/6 at 9:33 a.m. for a $7,350 profit. Now, my goal in this video is to talk about this position, but more so to go over what I think is going to happen to Tesla within the next couple of weeks. Because short term, I think that we could see a low of $250, but going into the next 12 or 24 months, I still have a target price as high as $500 to $600. Starting with this position, a cash secured put basically means that you are going to sell a put option. Normally, when you are buying a put option, you are a bear. And if you want to understand this in more detail, go and take our free options trading simplified course. This is going to basically get you up to speed if you are a beginner in options or you want to actually understand how options work, the Greeks, how to trade them responsibly. All of that is going to be in the options simplified course. The link to all of our courses that are free will be down in the description. When you're picking a cash secured put, it is a bullish position, but it is not an aggressive bullish position. When somebody's buying put options, they expect the stock to go down. When you are selling a cash secured put, you are doing the opposite of the put buyer. You are selling that bearish put, which means that you are bullish on the stock. Now, what I'm doing is I'm looking to take a price that I think Tesla will not close below by this expiration date, which was 6/20/2025. In this case, I picked a $250 put. So I'm saying that Tesla will not close below $250 by June 20th. And if it does close below $250 by June 20th, then I am forced to buy shares at my strike price. So I would have been forced to buy about $250,000 worth of Tesla shares at $250. Now, the reason that I picked $250 is because I believe that that is the lowest that Tesla will be going to in the next couple of weeks before a bounce. So in my case, if I got stuck with the shares, it's not the end of the world because I'm getting Tesla at a very good discount. And I would basically be setting up a long position there anyway. Now, for me taking the risk of selling that cash secured put, I'm going to get paid a premium in return. Now, the downside to selling a cash secured put is that you're capping your gains. So the most amount of money that I could have made off of this position would have been about $11,650. The way that we get that is the premium we ended up getting per contract was $11.65. And if we were to multiply that by the amount of contracts that I was selling, it would come out to $11,650. So if Tesla theoretically were to have broken out 55%, which probably wouldn't happen, I'm not getting any of this upside at all. I'm capping my gains at max $11,650. Now, I closed this out on Friday because of the $11,650 within a single day. Because of that bounce that happened on Friday, I was able to make $7,350. And so my thought process was that the juice was no longer worth the squeeze. I had made about 65 to 70% of the max profit that I could make. And so in my opinion, the smart thing to do was to cover my profit, hopefully let Tesla bounce back up to $320, and then sell some more cash secured puts if it continues to sell off. And so as of right now, that put position is entirely closed, but I am still holding my 2026 December calls. And we're going to talk about why and what I plan to do with them right now. If we take a look at a weekly chart for Tesla, you can see that our requirements to go long are still being met. If we overlay a monthly bias, you will see that yes, it's showing red as of right now, but the 4 prior candles, which is all that matters, are green. This means that an expansion will most likely occur, much like what we saw here from June 2024 all the way up to February of 2025. When we have that buying pressure coming in on the monthly chart, that is normally a very good sign that an expansion to the upside is going to happen. Once that requirement is met, then we look at the weekly chart. We can see that structure is bullish. We know this because price is making higher lows every single time that we pull back. And the BX trender at the bottom of the screen is also green. So when the weekly is matching the monthly, it's a good sign that a breakout will occur. Now moving into the daily chart, this is why we have been playing this breakout on the smaller time frame for the past couple of weeks. Every single time that the weekly and the monthly criteria are met, then we move to the daily. And if we were to follow this, you can see alone over the past 7.9 years, we would have had 63 positions. We would have made a net performance or a return of 4,500%, which is crazy, with a win rate only of 56%. So it's not like we're winning all of the time, but when we win, here's our average win, we're winning about 16%, we'll call it 15%, and an average loss of 3.5%. So that means our risk versus reward is 4.47, which is disgusting. That is really, really good. And to make things even better, you can see that our performance over that 7.5 years, we would have made a 4,500% return, while buy and hold would have made a 1,200% return. And so this is why so many people say, why don't you just buy and hold? Well, you could, right? But most of the time, my returns are going to beat the buy and hold strategy. And in my opinion, what's even more important is I never have to worry, when am I buying Tesla? When am I selling Tesla? Is the stock overvalued? Is it undervalued? Is Elon going to tweet? What's going to happen? The only thing that I have to worry about is if my entry and exit criteria are met. And if my entry criteria is met, then I will go long, much like what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. And if my criteria is not met, which you can see here, it has not been met since May 30th, then I just won't trade it. And that helps me sleep better at night because I'm not living in a world of what will happen. I'm just reacting in a way that I know statistically, historically, would have served me very, very well. Now, looking at this smaller time frame, we have been talking about this gap in this volume profile over here for the past couple of weeks. Once the daily BX closed red, we removed any short-term bullish thesis, even though long-term, still think it's going to do very well. And we saw this very thin area of volume on the volume profile. So this indicator on the right is going to show us not how many shares were traded within the past couple of weeks or months, but it's going to show us where these shares have been traded within the past 6 to 12 months. And this is very important because these thicker areas normally act as resistance, and these thicker areas also act as supports. But these thin areas is where price will normally sell off aggressively very quickly or break out aggressively very quickly. And that's why we thought that if price broke here at 330, that the gap on the volume profile would fill very fast. Now, in Thursday's video, we did about 25-minute video breaking this down in more detail. I explained how I didn't expect it would happen within a day. I didn't expect that Trump and Elon would, the bromance would end. I didn't expect any of that. I expected this to happen over a couple of weeks. And as of right now, even though we had a solid bounce on Friday, the BX is still red, which means short term, I will continue to remain patient and not go long on Tesla short term. My plan for the next couple of weeks is to continue to sell cash secured puts around $250, hoping to fill with shares. If we pull back into that support level and we bounce by confirming the daily BX trender turning green, then I will re-enter and deploy more capital to my 2025 calls, probably going out till August or September with a strike price at the money. As always, guys, thank you for the support. And if you want to learn this strategy that we went over, the exact entry and exit requirements, all of the indicators that we talked about in this video with the custom settings completely for free, the link to our 12-course trading system is completely for free down in the description. There's no credit card you have to put in. There's no catch. It's literally just everything that I have learned about trading in the past 11 years. The only thing that I ask in return is that you take this in sequential order and that you focus on actually learning the concepts and learning the strategy. Because the truth is, I could give this system just like a diet plan to anybody, but it doesn't mean that they are going to have success with it because you have to stick to it. It's the same thing with a diet. Everyone knows how to lose weight, but very few people actually do what is required, no matter how simple it is. And so I wish you all the best of luck. As always, guys, thank you for your time, and I'll see you.